Hello and welcome to Casting with Onebadterran. On TVTOBT, I'm your host, Onebadterran, as always. And here we are showing Dota 2 today. Now, a little busier than normal, so this will just be a best of 3 instead of a best of 5. And I'm just going to pick some games at random and we'll see who will win, the Radiant or the Dire. This is a very high ELO game, and it was done very recently. We'll see, just wait another 30 seconds or so as everyone's picking up their teams. We see the Dire already has Drill Ranger, Tinker, Crystal Maiden, Necrolite, and Templar Assassin, while the Radiant is still picking. Unfortunately, this is not yet working for the replays for Dota 2, at least as far as I can see. Here we go. Those are actually randoms. Looks like people are just doing a random game here. This should be interesting. Oh, there we go. And that went away. So another minute and a half as everyone gets set up.
Prepare for battle.
Oh. Just go ahead and show both teams here. You know, I'm gonna free camera. Auto speed. No, free camera. And you guys don't get to see when the game's gonna end, but you can tell on YouTube when it's gonna end by when the video ends and when it's gonna end just by looking at the little replay up there. But unless you're paying that much attention, go ahead and just enjoy the game. See, the Radiant did end up getting Pugna, Axe, Brewmaster, Omni Knight, and we're waiting for the fifth one to come out, Pudge, coming out for the Radiant team. So immediately we see the Dire moving around, Tinker scouting to see if there's anyone coming up this way to go ahead and place a ward to give vision to this rune. And Axe looking to just get ready to go into the jungle, hiding behind the trees so he doesn't get jumped. Crystal Maiden coming up to support Tinker, as well as Necrolite checking from the other side.
The battle
now,
begins.
The Dire team will have immediate information about this rune when it comes out if they opt to stay, but no, they're going back up to the lane, as they should. They need to get their farm, and Brewmaster going for the block here on this top lane. Pudge and Necrolite immediately finding each other. However, Pudge will not be going against Necrolite. He will be going against Templar Assassin here in this middle lane. And Omni Knight stuck down in the bottom to go against Drill Ranger. Immediately, Crystal Maiden trying to take out Pugna, do some damage. Brewmaster coming in from behind. And Tinker forced to fall back. Crystal Maiden going a little too aggressive and taking some unnecessary damage. Now Tinker coming back in, Necrolite jumping in, and Pugna going down. First blood goes to Pugna. Tinker caught in an unfortunate situation, and Crystal Maiden able to use that healing salve, bring herself back up to full health from that situation. Now Templar Assassin already going in against Pudge. Pudge using his decay, or his rot I should say, trying to take out Templar Assassin. Does get it with the beautiful hook, bringing her right back into the rot. Drill Ranger kiting Omni Knight. But looks like not much is going to happen there. Going back up top, we do see that Tinker was getting a little out of position there. And an interesting tri-lane this Dire team is attempting here on top. Now initially this may work for them, but only if they can really deny this top lane from getting any kills of any sort. Pardon the AC. However, later in the game this tri-lane will end up hurting this Dire team, costing them valuable experience and potentially even gold if they are not able to secure any kills. I should say any more kills on this Radiant team. Templar Assassin already getting these side blades, allowing her attacks to pierce enemies and attack multiple enemies at once. Tinker going in on Brewmaster with Crystal Maiden's help. Missed that action. as it's more expected. This Radiant team needs to be very careful down here. Brewmaster teleporting right back in. And Necrolite getting a little bit of jungle action done, pulling these minions back so they can go ahead and fight against the neutral creeps. Now Crystal Maiden being chased down by Brewmaster, as there's a lot of action up here on this top lane. Crystal Maiden will be able to keep her clarity. Yes, she will be able to keep it. Pugna did not deny it from her axe jumping in. They're not able to get Drow Rangers. Drow Ranger instead being able to punish Axe with her long range and speed. Pudge pushing Templar Assassin back, not looking for the hook right now. Necrolite checking for the rune, did not see one. Now Pudge checking for the rune, does not see a rune. And we go ahead and check. The rune is actually here on bottom lane. It is a haste rune. Tinker going forward again, but it looks like he's not overextending, not in any danger. And Brewmaster actually letting himself get pummeled. He does have the tangos, which means he can heal himself by eating up trees. However, those will only last so long as Tinker is able to continue poke. Pudge getting a beautiful hook on Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin in trouble trying to run away, going for the Iron Branch, not able to get it, and Pudge denies himself and kills Templar Assassin in the same breath. Very well done. Templar Assassin disconnecting from the game. Very upset from that, as she has now died twice. Her rage can actually be justified, but as we saw, this is not exactly a short game. So we'll see how long. Oh, go through a pause. There has to be a way to fast forward, I'm sure. Yep, there we go. Okay. Fast forwarding through this pause, Templar Assassin comes back in. Oh, now we're going in slow motion.
Denied.
Okay, I think we're back up to normal speed. There's like no way for me to check that out, that I know of right now. Pudge getting a beautiful hook, and Tinker in trouble as Pugna Brewmaster proved to be too strong. Will Pudge be able to go in for another shot? He does have the hook ready, but he gets it. Will he fire his hook? He misses the hook. Brewmaster, actually no, Pugna fires somehow. Fires a ranged attack and is able to pick off Tinker. Necrolite in trouble. Brewmaster getting a huge hit off and Pudge for the finish. Crystal Maiden now trying to get rid of Pudge and his dominating streak, but no, not able to pull it off. Axe jumping in on Templar Assassin in the middle, able to deal some extra damage. Not able to pull Templar Assassin, and she gets that shield up just in time and is able to fall back. Necrolite making sure that Axe does not take out Templar Assassin. Omni Knight now getting some more farm here on the bottom. A beautiful deny. Drow Ranger and Omni Knight just kind of at a standoff at this point. No progress being made. Still no rune up top. Rune was taken at bottom, bottled up by a member of a team somewhere. You see the Dire team already has that flying courier. And there's the courier for the Radiant team, just chilling out in the middle of nowhere by this shop. Gotta be very careful and lucky that the Dire team did not move up in this direction and find that courier. Pugna wants the gank in the middle, but Templar Assassin's onto him and is just hanging back, perhaps a little afraid of Pudge at this point, as she has died quite a bit. Pugna coming in from behind, Pudge moving forward. Templar Assassin in trouble once again. Rock going off. Will a hook? Will we see a hook? No hook. Not yet. Pugna really wants the kill, but all it's doing is forcing Templar Assassin back, potentially into position. Pudge throws a hook and misses. Unfortunate situation there. Brewmaster being scared away by this tri-lane up top has Pugna left him out to That left him out to dry. Pudge bottling that invisibility rune. Now what will he do with it as he's going up top, immediately activating it? What is he going to do? Find out right here. Looks like Tinker may become the prey here as he is the one in the front. No one else is being spotted. Brewmaster going forward and engaging. Pudge still remaining invisible. And Brewmaster going down as Pudge did not support him. Now Pugna coming back up. Fortification going down for this Radiant team. I thought I said I was busy. It should give me those notifications. Pudge pulling in Crystal Maiden and ulting to get a beautiful kill. Putting him up to a mega kill. Now Omni Knight Axe down on the bottom. Tinker taking the bottom with Necrolight's aid as he's using Clarity to get his mana back up. Templar Assassin meanwhile stuck in the middle getting that free farm. Picking up a little bit here and there. Necrolyte being able to chase back Omni Knight but not going for the kill. Perhaps he lost Omni Knight in that situation. Needs to be very careful not to get hit or he'll lose his Clarity, and he did. That has got to hurt. As 3 Dyers now moving into this middle lane. One moment. Where is it? That's not working. So that is getting quite annoying. Pugna placing down his ward, but getting completely obliterated. Not able to teleport away in time. And Brewmaster encountering Necrolyte, but is able to get away. Sacrificing his lane buddy for the greater good. Omni Knight wants to get Drow Ranger, but it's not going to happen. Tower's right there, and Drow Ranger is just too fast with her ability to slow down Omni Knight if she so chooses. We have 4 on top. Looks like they really want to push this. Tinker getting picked off. Beautiful move from Pudge, but it may cost him his life as now they want revenge. They're jumping in and Pudge committing suicide. Gotta be very careful whenever you're combating Pudge as he can give his life up. Omni Knight trying to get a good deny. Already has those mana boots, able to regenerate his mana as he continues fighting his lane. Allows him to stay in the lane longer and be a little bit more aggressive. Do see a ward going up right there. An interesting location. Does give her a fair amount of vision. Also very difficult to see without that health bar. Necrolyte activating the haste rune that he had bottled at an earlier time, forcing Axe to fall back. Drow Ranger already having her Ring of Basilisk. Probably going to make that into a Ring of Aquila very soon as she already has most of the ingredients set up. Whereas an urn for this Pudge, allowing him to do damage or heal as he so chooses, using a charge. Templar Assassin getting a regeneration. Tinker getting pulled again. Poor Tinker getting picked off. Almost 11 minutes in this game and they are 10-6. You look at Tinker's score, he's already at 3 deaths, by far the most at this point in time. Templar Assassin coming in the middle, reinforcing, potentially saving Necrolyte's life. Wants the kill, able to slow him down, but not going to be enough. As he moved right in there. Omni Knight actually being aggressive against Drow Ranger and getting the kill. Amazing and unexpected. Pudge now getting Tinker, and Tinker buying back immediately. Axe running out there again. Not going to get Necrolyte, but putting his neck on the line as Templar Assassin wants it. Axe turning around. Could be a fatal move as Pudge is now coming back in to save the day. Templar Assassin ulting and slowing down Pudge, but no, the Pudge hook takes care of him, and Necrolyte almost getting the kill on Axe with his ultimate. Deals more damage the less health you have, and he was not able to get it up. Now 3 in the middle. Pudge in trouble. Will Pudge be able to deny himself? No! And Axe finding a Necrolyte out of position. able to get something done here, but are they going to sacrifice this top tower? It looks like they will. They won't be able to take it.
Dire's top
And
tower has
they won't be
fallen.
able to defend the top tower, and they won't be able to take this middle tower. So ultimately they were able to kill Pudge, but does not help them that much, as they did lose a tower. Templar Assassin looking for the free farms. The Flying Courier now coming up for the Radiant team. Tinker kidding Omni Knight. And just go ahead and look at the last hits right away. Very important. But Crystal Maiden in trouble as a double damage Brewmaster wants to take him out. Pugna landing some nice shots. Not able to pick him up with his auto attack. Brewmaster picks it up. And Drow Ranger taking a large amount of damage from this double damage Brewmaster. Base damage is increased by 100% as the name double damage. Tinker now coming in looking to pick off someone, anyone. But he will not find anyone, who may end up sacrificing himself as he's caught in between the towers. Pudge missing his hook. Necrolite and Drow Ranger live to see another day as Templar Assassin now able to push this top tower. But only for so much longer. Not keeping that refraction up. Very important to keep your damage up with the refraction, as well as being able to take those hits and not take any damage. Brewmaster teleporting in, taking some damage, but should be able to get out. Tinker trying to do something. Dire's bottom tower going down to Omni Knight, and Templar Assassin does know about the rune here. Now in this middle lane. Apparently people in chat are already upset about the builds that some of these players have. As Tinker caught behind the trees, Pudge getting an assassination on this Templar Assassin. Tinker almost being able to teleport away, but is stunned at the last second. Pudge going for Necrolite. Necrolite going down. Brewmaster ended up getting the kill on Tinker back here. Drow Ranger picking off Omni Knight perhaps. Omni Knight, massive change, and he's able to turn the tide of battle, getting himself out of there, and Drow Ranger going down immediately. Crystal Maiden taking the creeps behind the tower. Pugna's not able to make anything of it. Pudge waiting for an opportunity. Axe looking around, showing Pudge there is no opportunity right now. And in fact, Omni Knight may need some help as Templar Assassin's looking to get a kill here. And Omni Knight will be able to get away as this Radiant team says, screw it, let's just take the tower. Down it goes as Pugna takes it out with his beautiful ability. Nether Blast. Pudge waiting again, throws the hook and picks up a Necrolite. Necrolite caught in between the trees. Beautiful hook by Pudge. Very nice location to run that hook, assuming you have this Quelling Blade, which does allow you to cut down trees every few seconds. Looks like he wants to walk his way through. We'll see how that progresses later. Templar Assassin forced back by the tower, as Omni Knight can just free farm everything he wants, and it shows. He's over 500 experience per minute right now, and he is by far worth the most. Pudge missing his hook against Drow Ranger. Had to be a heart-pounding moment there for Drow Ranger. So you think you're safe, and Pudge show you that you are never safe. Pudge activating his haste rune, bottled earlier. Able to run in there and pick up Drow Ranger and run right out, taking minimal damage from that tower, coming right back in. And they Radiant team should be able to take this tower, to say. They will take it, assuming the team works together. Another assassination. Omni Knight picking up that one. Taking it away from Pudge and using those mana boots to give the entire team more mana. Now Tinker trying to get some free farm up on this top lane, trying to make something out of it as his team is getting demolished. Templar Assassin doing another counter push on this bottom lane should be able to pick up the tower. Tinker opting instead to go in and defend, but only getting picked off. Necrolite now in trouble as he's silenced. He can't do anything. Necrolite caught out in the open. Crystal Maiden now in trouble. And Crystal Maiden will fall. Omni Knight trying to heal his way out, and Tinker saying, "No way, Jose, you will go down." Brewmaster using his ult to get out safely. Yes, he will survive. And Templar Assassin now coming in from behind, blinking in with the Blink Dagger. Not able to pick off Brewmaster, and Pudge just demolishing that poor Templar Assassin. Now this Radiant team, weary, has to fall back temporarily. However, it does not look like they have much longer, as they will be able, this Radiant team will be able to push up, take out the melee barracks, then the ranged barracks, and potentially push to win, as they are in a great situation. Pudge getting that illusion rune, able to do a little bit of scouting, potentially make people waste their abilities, as that does happen on occasion. Note that these do a small amount of damage. About 59 in this case for this Pudge. Omni Knight clearing up the top lane, picking up more last hits, and despite a lot of the free farming Omni Knight has had, Templar Assassin showing the ability of, well, Templar Assassin. Able to wipe out entire waves by herself. Crystal Maiden realizing that is an illusion, not wasting anything on it, and Pudge unfortunately missing his hook. Other illusion just waiting out there. Very nice use of the illusions to give him scouting information so that Pudge can use his hook instead of having to risk his own life. But now Pudge joining in the battle. Brewmaster going after Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden will fall to Omni Knight. This Dire team not able to do anything. A nice hook able to pick off Drill Ranger. Now Templar Assassin caught by herself. What will she do? Decides to go invisible. She can stay invisible indefinitely, but downside being the enemy will know where you are if they see you go invisible. Brewmaster silencing Templar Assassin a little bit longer, and she goes invisible, but Omni Knight with a beautiful AoE and Pugna on top of that, finishing off Templar Assassin. Unfortunate for her. Pugna again abusing the fact that he has Nether Blast, dealing massive damage to these buildings. And Omni Knight keeping his team healthy. And full of mana. Now pushing on this top lane, they want to get this tower. Templar Assassin disconnecting again for the second time this game, as it is 29 to 9, 20 minutes into the game. Not much left to see here. And this this Dire team knows it, and they are just waiting for it to end. So let's just go ahead and fast forward. Templar Assassin's being controlled. Whoever's controlling Templar Assassin's having a grand old time. And his Radiant team's just collecting as much stats-wise as they can. Very clear that they have the EXP advantage, level advantage, the amount of gold they're carrying, their worth, and gold per minute in favor completely to this Radiant team, as Radiant will go up 1-0. And they run in there with Omni Knight's aid. Pugna's able to get everything. Tinker still alive. Here we go. That is that. We're gonna wait another 5 minutes as I get another game downloaded and set up.